session with the familiars?
Oh,
It's been 2 months.
it's been
yeah.
spotty, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I've only missed one session.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you couldn't make it, we went right into the holidays.
Yeah, because
And as soon as we got out of the holidays, everybody was sick. And it was like,
And then last week my dad was visiting.
yeah,
how was that?
That was good. He
it's pretty awesome.
did
Did our
the
cabinet, our
bottom-
lower cabinets are
lower
in.
cabinets are in.
Nice.
Yeah, you want to see them?
Sure.
Just no counters yet. We got to do counters.
That's gonna be fun. We're gonna have to do that too because we've decided to stay at my in-laws' place. We're
Expanding the kitchen. There it is.
Yeah. So more cabinet space for us,
Pretty.
So
and then
we had this cabinet already in the counter, and he put in this cabinet here.
and then we're
We had
doing
this dead area.
the side swap. So my
when
mother-in-law's
the
moving out
cabinet
of
was there,
her
it was
bedroom.
Perfect for the.
We're moving out of our
That's
bedroom,
cool. I like that.
So he put it on
and
casters,
so much crap is
and then
going
he
to be
used
going
that
on
on this
There.
side.
Oh, yeah.
because we have to
Basically
tear up the
matches the
carpet
paper.
in our bedroom, seal
This is actually
seal
an
the
upper cabinet,
foundation because
so that
ants.
it slides under the counter with.
Night at 7.
I will bring one next week.
Cool, thank
probably
you.
change that
You
to
could probably change
7:30.
that. Yeah.
We're so fucking lazy.
Why aren't you guys on?
Because we don't know how to tell time.
Because we're
Breakers
adults
on or
and we had to eat.
It's pretty warm in here. They can probably be turned off. It'll be fine.
It might get cold. Maybe another 3
No,
hours.
you might get cold. It won't get cold. You will get cold.
I'm gonna say leave them on.
Well, if you're gonna leave them on, because Linda's spending the night in the other room, so you might as well.
She has a heater. Space
Okay.
heater.
Well, do whatever you want,
You don't want these.
Mom. I'm a big husky mom. Well, hey everybody, we're back after our 3-month hiatus. I think the last time, our session 3, the episode, the Give a Hoot, is when you guys captured the owlbear.
Yep.
And
And I was
like
pregnant
in
with
November, like
the-
end of November or something like that.
Yeah.
Right before Thanksgiving. And then it just all went downhill after that. Holidays took over.
Holidays. Oh god.
What are you looking for, Bill?
Tissue. He said he had to
Tissue?
blow his nose.
Well, there's a tissue right there.
I think that was behind his head and he didn't see it.
Yeah. It's a little head. I'm surprised that he didn't,
He probably also
see it.
doesn't want to blow his nose in here. Unlike Jason, apparently.
Oh my god, the winds were so bad last night.
They
That
were.
was insane.
Oh yeah.
I'd never seen
Basically.
anything like that ever.
One of the dog toys ended up from the backyard to our front door.
We had no more gravel, grass, or anything in our 13 acres. It was all gone. It was just plain dirt everywhere. Everything was gone. It was like we got paved in dirt. Because like I've been trying to get the compost under control over by the chicken coop. Don't need to worry about it now. It's all gone. Completely gone.
Nice and spread out by nature.
You know what happened in Oklahoma?
No, we
Well,
did.
what happened was dry
Kansas?
year after year after year
Dust
after
Bowl?
year. Yeah.
Oh,
And if we get another drought, if we get another dry year like we've gotten this year going into next year, I mean, we'll be back in California. We'll be back in a drought again. So,
Pretty sure we've got a couple of decades of it.
There you go.
you know what, dude? I've had enough of your nuffness, furry beast.
And we got a bag of holding.
Now that he's fully recovered. Oh, that's right. You guys do have a bag of holding now, don't you?
Yes,
It's
I
satchel.
found.
It's a satchel.
It's a
It's not a bag, it's a
satchel.
satchel.
It's a satchel of holding.
You have that, and
You have
I
your stomach.
have my stomach.
While we were in the pay pocket,
Mm-hmm.
what was in the bag?
Right. Yeah.
Well, let me be clear. You want to open a bag of holding in a Fay pocket.
Fine.
What was the? Because I know we had like a dagger. We had some equipment that we picked up from the people we killed.
You need it now. Just pop microphones. Use the other one.
No, he's coming. Right?
No, he's not.
No, he's not coming.
Use both microphones.
Hey, what's up, people? Hi, hey,
No,
hey,
use
hello.
the double thing and then you like.
Oh, it's like you're skiing. It's like you're skiing, Bill.
Yeah, definitely ski. Right.
Milking 2 cows at the same time.
How come these cows only have one teat? What's wrong with them?
It's special.
Those are called bulls, sir.
They
Oh,
give a
God.
different, smaller
Oh,
amount of
God.
milk.
Kingpin.
Oh my god.
Okay. We
Yeah,
have-
that movie scarred me because I saw it back then.
Oh, damn, do I not
See
have
the trailer for the Netflix reboot of the Daredevil?
Yes.
It's pretty good. Looked so much more violent.
Yeah.
So much more violent.
Yeah.
Doing the whole redemption arc. Is
Now,
gonna
did
be
you
really
do
good.
Agatha all along, like I told you?
Did I what?
Do Agatha all along.
Not
No, we
yet.
haven't.
No.
Yeah.
Do it.
I have not done Agatha because Agatha is busy.
And you know what? They did
Being
not.
done by
They did
millions
not
of other
screw
people.
over Wanda in Doctor Strange. Spoilers, because when she gets hold of that certain book, it corrupts you.
The only thing that bothered me about that whole Doctor Strange movie that was just so cringy, the frantic, like crazy mom vibe. Like the whole movie was her. I mean, she could have been corrupted in a different way.
She was. That's
But
it.
no, it was
Nothing else
that,
matters.
It
That's
was
it.
the hysterical cringe.
Yeah.
You know, well, remove her uterus so she won't be hysterical anymore. Like that whole vibe of 1950s kind of cringe in that movie. Just,
Okay.
See, they
I
can-
hated it. Hated it.
So, not in the last game, but in the game before, we found a scroll case of Chain Lightning,
Yep.
which Stephanie, I think I took.
Who
Potion
the hell's
Healing.
Stephanie? I don't know who that is.
What's her character's name?
Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra. Which Rhaenyra.
She's like her
Just
own.
call her Dee Dee.
She's her own cold
This
medicine.
this is episode 2.
No, this is episode
I have
4.
my own medicine.
My name's
This is episode 4.
no. This
4.
is
It's 4.
4. This
4,
is
so I
4.
missed 2 games.
Did you miss 2?
I was here for the first.
Oh, you missed the
Yeah.
smuggler and you missed the owlbear.
Okay.
Those are the 2
Yeah.
that you missed.
Okay, so
I didn't
we
need to
found
like that.
the Chain Lightning. I mean,
Because
Wand
your
of
first
Fireball.
session was what killing the
Kyle, you
assassin,
took the Wand of Fireball.
Yeah,
2 charges.
dwarf assassin.
We have an interesting long sword plus
You
1 to
can't
hit and
see
damage.
me.
A hand axe plus 1 to hit and damage. Bracelet
You're playing a
of Charm.
Bogart, right?
Oh, I took
Or
the bracelet
Boggle.
of
You're
charm.
playing a Boggle.
Boggle.
Yeah.
I
Which
took-
always reminds me of the creature in Harry Potter.
Me too.
You know, the
Boggart?
creature that comes the
It
Boggart.
reminds me a bit more of the house elves, but like a gross house elf.
Yeah, like a
Cross
real.
between
Yeah.
mean,
house elf
kinda
and Slimer
fucked up
and
one.
Ghostbusters.
So we still have an interesting long sword. I gotta turn that down. Hello, fires.
I stole a potted plant and made it my pet.
Yep, she did. I remember.
Hand axe, 3 owlbear eggs. And then the last session, we found a magic robe, evocation spellbook level 4, a discharged wand, a small bag with a message in it.
That's right, because you guys, that was the one with the wizard that you
Yes.
took on.
Looted the wizard.
Looted the wizard.
And a very detailed map of Neverwinter, and a small journal listing weird animals and creature names.
I think that
And I found a very plain bag.
I think I took the map and the small journal because I have those noted in my notes.
I will
Are,
write that in.
are you streaming on YouTube or only on Twitch?
Both YouTube and Twitch.
You are streaming on YouTube?
Yep. What?
What's it called?
It's called YouTube.
You took the map.
Your channel.
TTRPG Academy.
That's
It's
it.
pretty straightforward.
I just couldn't think.
Okay. I'm going to make a different list with all of
Who
our
farted?
treasure. That was probably Lego.
Oh,
Lego.
Jesus. It smells like a broccoli patch has been regurgitated up through someone's ass.
Aw.
Sounds about right.
Good
Oh,
Oh
boy.
god, I just got a whiff of it.
whew. That is
Really?
vile, Lego.
What do you feed him?
Yeah, what do you? Evidently socks and bandages.
No. Kitty Roca also that he sneaked.
Aw, Kitty Roca. No.
That's pretty
Lego.
gnarly. I don't know why, Dom.
knows.
Zia's the same way. Kitty Roca all day long if
He
she could
used
get
to
to
be
it.
so good. We used to be able to trust him and he wouldn't do
Yeah,
it.
I know,
And
right?
Now,
Do you think the sound of a can opening is copyrighted? Wouldn't that be funny if it was?
It really would be.
I used to watch a lot of
like
gamers that play and they drink beer while they're playing. So they'd live stream, their beer review while they were playing. And by their fourth beer, they forgot that they're playing, so they're like just completely fucking hammered,
Talking.
just talking, drinking
Talking
beers.
Is Pabst actually an onomatopoeia?
I'm gonna.
Onomatopoeia?
phenomena.
Yeah, I'm phenomenal.
Onomatopoeia.
Phenomena.
Okay, so the magic robe.
The magic robe.
What's the magic robe?
When you put it on, it
It
has
instantly clothes
change
you.
environment and
Oh,
blows hot
damn.
air up through the
Did you just get the whip?
You did.
It's pretty
Oh.
bad. That
No.
dog's
It's just
stomach
like-
is just
it's
a
going
septic
weirdly
tank.
around the room.
Probably because he's wandering.
No,
No,
he's
right here.
like-
He's right
He's
here.
all the way
staring
over
at
Oh,
there, and
yeah.
it's all the way over here.
It's
Found-
over
he
there.
found the guy with the
It's
biggest
first.
nose and wanted to sit right next
went
to
down.
him.
Tank got some
Where's the
density.
vent?
Well, that's the
That's the
intake,
intake.
That's why,
That's
because it's pulling up that way, maybe.
and that's the
Yeah,
outtake
that's the out-
or the output.
So it got
Probably.
pushed.
Yep. Okay, so what's the robe?
The robe dries your taint.
Yay!
It's a bathrobe. You
Just
can
what we. Just what we.
It is a
need.
robe of flying.
and it's boggle sized, right?
It can be any size. Discharged wand.
Discharged wand of magic missiles. Can hold up to 6 charges.
Lightweight. They're just
Yes.
Strawberry watermelon. I like that.
Yeah, it's one of their new flavors. I saw.
Go way better with vodka, but this will be-
strawberry watermelon.
Okay.
What the fuck kind of ringtone is that, you weirdo?
Does anyone want the hand axe +1 hand axe
I'm a fighter.
or the interesting longsword?
What is the interesting longsword?
+1 to hit and
Can I
damage?
use
Yeah.
a longsword?
Don't see why not.
Well,
guess-
you're
I
a
guess-
fighter, so
Yeah, but I'm not like a size that can't do it, am I? I don't think
Well,
so.
you're medium, aren't you? I think
I'm
you're
not.
considered medium size.
I small.
You small. You're medium size.
I mean,
Dryad's medium size.
I could look big, but it's just because I.
I want this fender to come back to the.
Has she not been
ranch.
coming back?
No,
Oh,
I want her back. It's so
Her,
good.
her truck burned down in the Pacific Palisades.
did it?
You're terrible.
You're an awful person.
I am. I'm a ginger. Of course, I'm an awful
You have
person.
no soul.
So you want the this one?
But do you want the longsword or the hand
And I'm
axe?
assuming since we were in the Fey pocket, that's a long rest.
Correct. So triple long rest. Currently, you are managing your baby born owl bears that have been recently born.
3 feet tall.
You're 3 feet tall?
Yes.
That would be small. Yeah.
So a hand axe would be like a.
It would be a great axe for you.
Okay.
A
Oh
long
no,
sword
no,
would be a great
it'd
sword.
be a battle axe, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
or a battle axe or a great sword.
I
Yeah.
think long sword. I'll just have to use it two-handed. Right?
Yeah.
Conan. Ooh. Dum, 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 dum. Chrome.
Goggle took.
For a second, I thought you'd have
Oh, God, the worst
Conan
thing-
from war. From
Nope, nope. I don't like this at all. I don't like that Moggle has the sword.
I gotta get backstabber for it and shit.
Nope, you're just gonna like
leather.
fling it, and you're gonna go to swing, and your greasy hands are just gonna.
Yeah.
They'll catch on fire.
Oh God!
Remember, we corrected your ability.
Yeah.
Your broken OP 3rd edition ability.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the race's ability.
Well, technically, it's a monster.
Yeah.
So it was built in because that's just what but it was old school monster.
Yeah.
AD&D monsters were tough.
Yeah. Well, I got it from 5E. 5E.
Mago
It's just what
oil.
the-
I excrete.
Ugh.
Dimensional rift.
As you guys are relaxing
Okay,
in the
so-
glade of the Fey Pocket, going through the items that you collected off your last mission of collecting the owl bear for purposes of study and magical evocation and other activities that the wizards, your masters, required. One step back, your owlbear eggs have hatched, so your young owlbears are beginning to grow. You're in your kind of crystal tree-like valley that kind of is your Fey Pocket home, outside of your different dens that you exist in, and you feel and hear a human male voice that you recognize as the wizard Valthor Rhinehand. I need your help with something. Please, come along.
Have fun. Take care of the owl bears.
Feel the swirling transportative magic, and you are back in the summoning chamber of the mages of the veiled eye.
What was the guy's name?
This is Balathor this time, Master Balathor Rhinehand. A tall, kind of thin and narrow, like he's more wiry than anything else. He's got the long brown beard, the short cropped hair pulled back into a little bit of a top knot behind his head. He's wearing the blue-green colors of Neverwinter, and he looks and sees each one of you appear. Well,
I'm back.
it would appear I didn't know you were gone.
Sorry.
It would appear we have a challenge for you. Myself and Mistress Lyra Moonwhisper require you to sneak in to an estate house in the proper edges and community of Neverwinter. This particular house belongs to a rather important member of the gentry of Neverwinter. Sits upon the council, and he has recently acquired something that we would like to get our hands on. It's a compass, a dial of sorts. We would like for you to retrieve it for us and bring it back to us. Leave no witnesses behind if you run across anybody. Do not harm the head of the estate. Leave him unharmed and unnoticed. However, if he has staff or if he has caretakers, do what you must.
Recovery items.
Keep what you find. If you find any magic wands or scrolls, please show them to me first. But everything else,
Oh, you mean like
feel
this one?
free to keep.
Yeah, out of
On a
character.
fireball.
No, well, the one of magic missile that is discharged because we can't.
That's a
recharge it.
wand.
Fill it
yeah.
Right, the wand of magic missile, we can't recharge. We
That's-
can't recharge it, right?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. And the same
So,
was for the fireball,
The fireball has 2 charges. Don't pull out that one. Pull out the wand of magic.
right? Okay.
Pull that one out instead. Oh, thank you.
It's dry, idiots. I'm a shadow.
Oh, then. Okay. Sets it down
Smells
on the
like
table.
darkness.
So, are you prepared?
I will be getting that back. But yes.
I suppose.
As the four of you stand in the doorway.
I don't know why my computer.
Oh, look at that face. It's a sad face.
No, my computer's not.
Not what?
my
Computerizing?
My OneNote is not moving. It's frozen.
Oh, you probably have too many things going on in the background again.
Tech support.
I'm off duty. With that, you guys are led to the teleportation room. The
I did
familiar.
whisper that to her in
Okay.
front of him, though.
Okay, that's fair. He doesn't care what you do with the witnesses. Save their heads, chew on their skins, as long as they're not left behind to tell the tale
We
of
can
your,
feed them to the cubs.
of your stealing of this
That's not a
dial.
bad
How are we
idea.
supposed to bring
They
it back?
will be needing food.
Put him inside
Oh.
him.
Okay.
I mean, he's bottomless, I think. Anyways, good luck. And
Much like your own.
you're a familiar. Mind your mouth, tone, and tongue. And you watch as the teleportation room cycles. You guys are
Ethics.
vamped, and you find yourself in an alleyway in the middle of Neverwinter. Bright nighttime lights all around you. There's a festival currently ongoing. Lanterns hanging, strings of light, different colorful streamers everywhere, and then you hear as fireworks popping off in the background. You overhear a tale of the current Neverwinter leader being restored. A particular nefarious thief being captured, and a Thayan Lich being undone, unable to take over the population of the arena. And the celebration had been going on all day and into the night. You can see a destroyed dragon statue nearby. You can see market stalls that have been destroyed and turned to just kindling, and like a big fight took place here. You're standing in the shadows looking at a 3-story building which matches the estate that you were told to infiltrate and find a particular dial. You're in the shadows. What would you guys like to do?
Anyway,
Can I
let's
get
open
a-
up this bag. I couldn't open it up.
Go ahead.
Can I get a quick recap of what happened that I missed? Or just tell me where my character was.
Your character just stays in the Fae.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was off doing my own shit. They got called, and I
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
when we went,
That was the joy of the Neverwinter series. They're just a series of one-shots to have fun with
Yeah.
the familiars.
Good.
That way you didn't have to worry about, what happened the previous session.
continuity.
She only cares about the previous sessions with the loot.
Empty.
What's the sword?
You watch as Crystal undoes the satchel flap, turns it over, and says empty. You watch as an entire kind of like resource and component available to a wizard comes pouring out. Like all the liquid components and the material components all, and then in the alleyway, it builds up to where Crystal's chest and neck are the only parts exposed, and she's surrounded by an entire kind of like everything a wizard of powerful
Any of that,
means would
is any of
need.
that worth keeping?
Not really. It was basically his material pouch. It was his component pouch.
it's like
It was
the acid, the stomach for a wizard to use acid shots, stuff like that.
yeah, it's all the
Shiny?
material components that you need.
Yeah.
Any of it shiny?
Shiny rock. Shiny rock.
Give me an investigation check as you
Yeah,
start
just looking for
combing through it,
just
see if there's
stupid shit
anything
to pick
shiny.
up.
Yeah. Anything that I might like? Anything? Where's my investigation?
16.
9. 9.
9.
Anybody else?
I'll roll.
I'll roll because they're dice. That's a big stone dice that got me a
You
19.
know the interesting side does it?
9.
9?
Plus 1, 2,
9.
damage.
That you see 9. It's nothing.
9.
I mean, for the
That's
most
nice.
part, nothing particularly shiny. I will say this much: you do find a small diamond, a small sapphire, and a small ruby that look to be maybe part of his spell knowledge that he would have used those for.
Take those.
Okay, grab those
Sure.
out of
Stick
the
'em back
pile
in.
and leave everything else behind. So you have a bag of holding with a couple gemstones.
Okay.
You guys are sitting in a quiet section of the alley that is about 60 feet on the right side of the estate building. The building is 3 stories. There appears to be some kind of veranda on the second story, like a porch patio kind of thing. There's a small garden that surrounds it. There's some debris and detritus from whatever fight took place in this marketplace that's kind of clumped nearby and about. You can see there's a doorway that leads to the entrance. There's windows on each level. For the most part, the estate appears to be dark, as if maybe no one's there. It's quite possible they're out in the celebrations.
I'm gonna stick to the shadows.
Okay.
And you said like a wrought iron gate, like
No, it's just surrounded by a garden.
got it? Okay. Yeah, I'm
No
just gonna
gate.
No gate.
wait here, and I'll lob myself and skitter
As
towards.
you blob into a shadow and you kind of float across towards the front, the side, the back. Where are you heading towards?
I'm gonna start with the front
Okay.
and then kind of work my way around.
Give me a perception check as you kind of glide and attach yourself to the shadows in front of the estate.
14.
14. The windows appear to be shuttered. The door appears to be locked, from what you can tell.
I just
There's no sounds emanating from the estate. It feels like it's either empty or no one's home.
Oh, make my way back. Still be quiet, but
What's your strength?
let's work our way to the back.
Are you guys being stealthy then? And you're kind of. She's busy with loot, so.
Sorry, no, he was asking what his to hit bonus was. And,
Oh.
um,
So heading towards the back of the estate at this point.
yes, I'm following him.
Everyone give me stealth checks, please.
18.
18.
Natural 20 for 25.
25.
23.
23.
29.
29.
I
I
got
thought
a
you're
natty
super
20.
stealthy, right?
Yes. but I
That's
also
2
got
natty 20s.
Natty 20.
Good Lord. Might want to save those for when you're about to die. Oh, wait,
Okay.
you're familiars. You don't technically die. Although.
Hey.
Please don't.
Although.
Okay.
You guys kind of use the shadows of the right side of the estate, kind of make your way towards the back side of the estate. As you get to the back side, there's a pond, a small pool of water with like a little fountain trickling from the center mass of the pond. You can see a little kind of garden path that leads up to the back of the estate house. There's like a double set of cellar doors, like at the ground level, and then a door that leads into the back of the estate house as well. Once again, a couple windows that are shuttered, no light kind of emanating from underneath the door. There's a heavy chain on the cellar doors. Once again, it feels secure, but doesn't feel like anyone's here.
Pick locks, pick
Did
locks,
you say
pick
plus
locks.
2?
Plus 2.
So plus
Because it's a +1 sword. No, that's with your.
my
Do you want to
proficiency
pick,
bonus
do you want
is
to pick
plus
the
2.
lock on the chain?
Yes, pick lock, pick lock.
Sleight of hand.
And I have these tools. These
Sleight of hand with advantage. Guidance.
No.
I thought you were
He's
doing
not a
the
cleric.
No, I was
guidance.
gonna say I was gonna give
He's
the
not
help
a player.
action.
I have guidance. Guidance.
guidance from Janira.
That's a D4.
D4, baby.
Ooh,
D4, baby.
Which is 4. Okay, you're doing my math for me.
I usually end up doing your
15
math.
plus 9 plus 4.
24, 28.
Dismiss sleight of hand.
And 28. You watch as Crystal guides the wire into the lock. Are you doing the cellar doors or the main door?
The
There's
one with
two.
the chain where the chain.
The cellar doors.
Cellar doors.
Yep. You unlock the chain on the cellar door handles, rattles off. The doors are loose. They appear that looks like they can be opened.
How big is the chain?
Maybe 3 feet long, double wrapped on the handles. Okay.
I'm listening.
Give me a perception check as you listen at the door.
For a
gonna be
second,
fun
I
when
thought
I'm
you
just
just
gonna
put
shove
fur
it.
in your mouth.
Yeah, it's called sugar fur.
Sugar fur.
Sugar fur. What'd you get?
That's the
My
shed
turn?
off of a unicorn.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is mango tahini.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, it's so good.
We got to figure out how to. We just got to get our own. We got to
I
get
know,
our
right?
a counting candy machine.
As
I
you
have one.
as you place your ear to the door, you hear breathing, like something's sleeping beyond the door. You just say, "I whisper."
Guys, something's moving down there. I whisper quietly.
Should we make it be not breathing?
It sounds big. If I can hear it's breathing from out here, like it's sleeping.
Is it a dog? I ask in interpretive dance.
Is there how big is the gap? Is there any like gap now that the,
Yeah, there's a nice 1-inch gap kind of around the
I
door
go
seams.
I go right through it.
What's it smell like?
Give me a stealth check as you filter through.
I'm sniffing the gap.
Can
You
I
You
guidance that?
definitely make Ivar proud with that.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to use the hide action and give my +6.
Okay.
Okay.
Sniffing the gap. Fucking weird.
Ooh, I'm glad I did that because that's a 2 plus stealth and the. Do I get advantage on this because I have proficiency?
Am I allowed to guidance?
It's just
Okay, then
efficiency.
13
13. As you watch,
because shadow.
Bana kind of go through the door, his shadow kind of forms into it. Banacom, as you get to the other side of the door, there are a pair of like deep velvet dragon eyes staring at you as you kind of melt into the other side. And as you're sitting there, the dragon eyes are staring at you, and you see this like curled up green dragon in the basement of this place. At which point you guys hear this guttural roar, this roar out, and the doors like kind of do this.
Chain them back up. Chain them back up. Chain them back up. Where's the chain? Where's the chain? Where's the
It's
chain?
gonna take a bite attack on you.
What they don't know, and what the dragon probably doesn't see, is there's just a singular piece of shadow that just is weirdly shaped right off to the side.
It's steaming.
That's gonna be 26 to hit.
That's go ahead.
Oh my
It's going to
God,
miss.
I'm
It's going to miss. Totally going to. Let's see. Do I have anything I can do?
That's gonna be 38 points of piercing damage.
38 points.
Dude, we're only level 3. He's
As
dead.
Yeah, I'm most like. Hang
Can,
on, wait,
can
wait.
you go do solid?
Let's see. I can reduce the damage.
This is a perfect diversion.
Oh,
Can
I
you
don't
get
think
in?
I've got. Okay. I might be able to barely. Oh wait, no. Silvery barbs.
that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
That will still hit.
It'll still be 38 points of piercing damage.
Run away!
Okay, I'm just making sure I don't have anything.
Fucker didn't even give us any potions.
Am I close enough that I can talk to the dragon?
In a minute, I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. How many hit points do you have?
I have
None
24.
anymore.
Okay, it doesn't
So,
kill you outright. So
Oh wait, no, that I can't.
you watch as Bonacom gets shredded, and his shadowy shredded form
Wait,
just
we
kind
see
of
him.
just kind of goes to the ground. The cellar doors blow outward, and you watch as this green dragon starts emerging through the cellar doors, looks around, and this huge gassy chlorine cloud envelops the area, and he leaps up in the air and starts flying away. You can see this long chain dangling from a collar as he just disappears off into the horizon.
But the chain's not attached to
Someone's
him.
gonna be pissed.
Doors like clatter.
Oops.
Give me a death save if you would, because no one's run over to help you yet.
Well, I'll run over to help him.
Okay.
I will too.
I'm not a cleric.
He's over there chewing on a piece of the
18.
shadow.
I'm picking up his shadow and like trying to put it together.
Okay.
Cure wounds.
I'm like
Okay.
scaling the side of the building and
Yeah, give me
Run,
acrobatics or
give me-
athletics. You're now like climbing up the side of the building.
okay. What do you want? Acrobatics?
Or athletics, your choice.
I don't think the
How much?
Acrobatics.
2d8
And-
plus 5.
I don't
And
think
roll
the
it.
seller
Oh,
was
I have to
You're the
roll it.
healer.
Oh, I forgot that I have to roll it.
I have to roll dice. It's my spell.
Roll dice. Why do I have to roll dice?
Why did I bring all these dice for? They're for looking, not for
21.
Exactly.
21. As the two of you are bringing Bonacom back to consciousness, his shadow is slowly weaving back together after getting shredded by the dragon. There's a kind of a 2 foot
it's
tall
10. That's gotta be
vapor
8.
of chlorine gas just kind of settling around you. And you look up to see Nord kind of like scaling up the side of the building. Nord, as they see you, you finish like right by a window. And you're near the second floor window. And give me a perception check as you kind of look through that window to see what you see inside.
Perception.
the one that starts with a P.
Leben.
You see this thin, ghastly looking creature. It's wearing a weird kind of like shawl cloak. Its mouth hangs open as if it's in perpetual screaming. Its eyes are like these giant, like saucer-shaped eyes. As you're watching this Shadowfell familiar kind of wandering the interior of the room, it looks around as if it heard something from down below and scurries on all fours towards the door to head downstairs, down towards where the dragon escaped.
Have I seen one of these things before?
Have you been to the Shadowfell? You're from the Shadowfell, right?
From I'm Bayron. Oh, I don't know. The fairylands.
I'm from the fairyland.
Fairyland.
I'm from the valley.
They lurk in
I'm from
fringes
the
of
land
the
of
Feywild.
fairies. From the land of fairies.
Yes, Jason, we know that.
A bog was born out of feelings of loneliness, materializing in a place where Feywild touches the world in proximity to intelligent beings. So
Okay.
probably would be in my neighborhood.
Probably.
Question:
Uh-oh.
42.
Can I inhale the gas?
So it doesn't
Like
burn us.
pull it into the?
I mean, it's fading. It's kind of like
Get
you get the feeling that it was like a burst of its own external breath because it
Yeah.
was leaping up into the air. So it wasn't its breath weapon. It was just it kind of escaping the cellar.
I would still love to try.
Yeah, and it looked a lot like a pretty young dragon.
Like
Like it was,
Adolescent.
yeah,
He's
like a
gonna
very
be so
adolescent dragon.
pissed. He's gonna be so pissed. Awesome, dude. Your dragon. Your dragon's gone. Hope you didn't spend a lot of time and effort on that.
You guys are so mean.
Hey, we caused a distraction.
I don't.
It got loose.
And I climbed the building while there was a distraction because I'm
Yeah.
seeing down there. Dragon,
Okay, well,
dragon.
let's go.
Yeah,
up.
what you saw, you know to be called a grinning ghoul, and they are from the Shadowfell. You saw it kind of leap on all of its like gangly limbs towards the hallway, like it's going downstairs after hearing the noise. You guys get Banacom back and woven back together in his shadow form, and you hear this like organic mass like clatter up against the door, and you can hear like this squishing meaty arms like beating on the back door like something's trying to get out.
That sounds gross. Let's go upstairs.
Let's get away from that. Yes.
And you can see Nord up hanging from the open window, and he's like beckoning you guys to come upstairs.
We're gonna go upstairs.
Who can fly? You can, correct?
You can stretch.
Yeah.
Either one of these can, because they got somebody has the cloak.
Yeah, one of us has a
The
rope
cloak,
fly.
the cloak. Yeah,
Okay.
robe.
Do I have it or do you have it? I don't decide.
I think we'll give it to you.
Give it
'cause
to
you're bigger.
you. Yeah, and my
Okay.
dex is 20.
Okay.
So
then
give me
I'll take the
acrobatics as
cloak
you
and-
scale the side of the building.
am
You
I able
activate the
to-
robe and
am
fly
I
on
able
up.
to carry her?
What's your
It's okay.
strength?
I'm tiny.
That's true.
Plus
You are pretty
one.
tiny.
12.
Well, yeah, you could carry her.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
carry her.
Kind of
I
grab
just
her under
Into
her.
the robe.
Yeah, just tuck her in the robe like a little cuato, like attached to your
Hey,
abdomen.
did Cessna have a fancy dagger as well as the gun?
You watch as the crystal goes,
I
open your
probably
mind.
do better with the dagger.
Head up to the four of you kind of crawl in through the windows, and you're now in the second floor of the
I
estate.
don't remember.
You can hear the creature down below, the grinning ghoul down below, beating on the door. Eventually it stops, and now you can just hear it kind of aimlessly wandering the ground floor. And you can see like the little mucus piles it left
The
behind
crystal
from when it ran out
me,
into the
right?
hallway. And you could kind of hear
Yeah,
this
I took it.
chittering sound
It's just a dagger plus one.
as it kind of roams the
I can
bottom
use it on-
ground floor.
I'm using it.
You should have
Creepy.
and you can hear its nails on the wall. Just go,
Go downstairs.
still downstairs, almost like it knew something had happened, but it could only like run towards the noise. And when it couldn't hear the noise anymore, it's kind of trapped in the space that it occupies.
Are we in a horror movie?
We need to be quiet.
I mean, other than the fact that that sound reminded me of the movie Mimic.
Mhm.
The-
Okay, so we're going to look for this compass.
We're looking for an office.
Compass.
Currently on the second floor, as you look out, well, give me perception or investigation for the room that you're currently
I'm looking.
in. No.
16?
That is a 23 on perception.
Okay. 13.
13.
Thank you.
30. 50 million.
Good.
You guys are in a study. You
Searching
can
the
see,
study for a compass.
yeah, like it's lined with shelves of books. There's a couple overstuffed chairs. There's a series of maps sitting on a table. There's a writing table in here as well. It's probably where he comes to read and write and do his like research and his work.
Do we know that this is a navigation tool?
It's,
Do
it's
we
a
know
dial.
any-
Well, we know it's supposed to be magical,
the wizard
right?
described it as a compass / dial. So it's probably something that looks like a sundial, maybe, but also functions as a directional compass. He didn't really give you much more info than that.
So I'm just going to be searching through the room at random.
Searchy.
Question: Don't
Okay.
you have like 3-day uses of spells like detect magic
Right.
that I
Right?
totally freaking told you about?
Well,
What
know
did
how
I
to dispel
totally meta
magic.
forgot?
It's going to
Let me
be
see.
very useful in the wizard's mansion.
It's also been a month. It's also been a month. So let's be honest.
I do not see detect magic. I have dispel
December
magic.
3rd was the last time we met. December 3rd.
Oh, it was December 3rd.
Yeah, it's been a
Wow.
month. Over a month.
Yeah, I have dispel magic and suppress magic. I don't have detect magic that I can see.
Let's see. Spells 3 days. Spell, entangle, plant grow, spike grow.
Fuck is the druid?
Question:
Moon
are there any
beam.
plants in the
Because I
room?
know it. We all know it.
Oh
We all know
god,
it.
not this again.
If there are any plants in the room, I would like to ask them if they have
Oh,
seen this dial.
Yeah, you can see a little herb garden, like kind of on one of the other windows where it's been shuttered. And there's these little herbs, kind of growing. So
Herb.
I'm gonna go ask them about the compass.
Okay. You watch as Dronera goes over there. You start a conversation up with them. They immediately animate as they recognize your natural magic and also the fact that you're a dryad. They kind of wave back and forth in front of you, and they're not sure what a dial is, but they inform you that the wizard's main laboratory is up on the 3rd floor. Because they're often picked and used as, components of his laboratory.
What kind of plants are they?
They're basic herbs.
Is their name Herb?
There's one there named Herb, yeah. There's one named Basil. There's another one named Thyme. Another one named Lavender.
Rosemary.
There's Rose.
Name Lab Lab?
You can call it Lab Lab if you like.
So I'll go up and
I don't speak with plants.
I know. She does.
I'll go up and investigate the laboratory. If somebody else wants to stay here and investigate that office thing.
Okay. Also, somebody got the highest roll for their,
I had
that was you,
20.
right? 23. There is a picture, a beautiful like oil painting over the fireside mantle. And there's a name on a bronze placard underneath. The name is Kelvin Blackstaff Arunson.
Kelvin
Blackstaff?
Arunson.
Something bad must have happened to his nethers.
Kelvin.
Khelben, Blackstaff
Yeah,
Arunson.
it failed.
I had a feeling I was knowing.
He said,
My diabetic sensor.
Spell the
I would
last
just put it on and
Arunsun.
Are you bleeding?
was.
Not anymore, but he
Ah.
was.
Yeah.
I told him to put his sensor on, not to bleed out.
Please don't.
They never listen.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Don't bleed out. That's a lot of paperwork.
I was moving a
It
I was
really
I was
is.
moving a generator up to the big house in the middle of the 80-mile-per-hour wind gust, and I dropped it on my toe.
Oh,
That was
Were
fun.
you barefoot?
I was wearing socks and flip-flops. Yeah.
Awesome.
Basically barefoot. He takes his sock off and
And the best part is you can tell my brain wasn't working because I did all that and I got Bearded to run the cord, and everything. I'm like, oh, this will work. I get down there and I go, okay, we should have Wi-Fi now. And it's not getting it. I'm like, that's because we're connected to the one in the laundry room, not the one in the core room. So it's like they then had to figure out how to connect the other one so that it would reach the little house down below. And I was just like, but once you have internet, you don't feel as freaked out because you're connected to what's going on. We have a bunch of LiPo batteries, the big 12-volt batteries that could last a few days if you needed it to. So we had the basic. We had walkie-talkies, these great little micro walkie-talkies, so we could all talk to each other. Our house
Mine
looked
was
like it was
purple.
fully lit and functional, except for the TV. That was the only thing that wasn't on. Everything else was like kind of running fine for the most part.
yeah, I had
it was pretty
Sebastian's
funny.
tablets up and running.
Nice.
It was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
we need to once everything else is done.
So yeah, you're looking at the picture of the famous Blackstaff. This is his Neverwinter estate. And you just let out his green dragon. And one of his grinning ghouls currently wandering the downstairs below. And his laboratory to be up above.
And his desk is right here.
His study desk is right behind you.
Inkwell's?
Next to,
inkwells?
There are equals, yeah.
What was the name of that? Oh, right. So I'm gonna take a black. I'm
Leather
gonna
armor.
druidcraft a black
There.
rose
Okay.
from before,
Yeah.
and I'm going to just cut the end of it
Okay.
and then dip it into the inkwell.
You can
Go
put a
up.
mustache up
I'm
on
putting
it.
I'm putting a big old swirly mustache with a Van Dyke on his painting, and then right at his heart, I'm stabbing the rose in there. The rest of it.
I am sniffing literally around for a compass.
And then I'll join.
Do you know what a compass smells
Nope.
like? Okay.
He's sniffing for a
He's
compass.
basically dog sniffing the ground. It's not, your nostrils are doing like the cartoon flare.
Yep.
You can
I-
give me your survival check though.
And I am also sniffing for dials. So,
Okay. Yeah, you can give me a survival check.
did you say with advantage?
No.
Okay. Sorry. Don't know why.
No, I'm sure your brain hotwired to advantage. Because I know hers does.
I get advantage,
So-
right?
After I do the mustache Van
Yeah.
Dyke and pierce the heart area of the picture, if it's like a full body one.
Okay.
I
I'll go join.
As you pierce it, it goes right through and your hand goes through the painting.
I saw that.
I'll go through it.
And the painting's now torn inward.
Oh. What's behind it?
I go through.
You gotta like you push yourself through the tear. You're in a crawl space that's 2 feet by 2 feet around, and it's a crawl space that allows you to drift into
I'm gonna see if
a
there's a way to
room
open the
that
painting.
shouldn't be there.
I'm gonna see if there's a way to open the painting.
Yeah, you just rip the frame away. You
Or
could see-
there's that way. I was trying to see if there was a
I
way
mean,
to
well,
hit it.
it's barely hanging on the wall, so I mean, you just gotta move it out
He
of the
probably
way.
just takes it off.
You could see Bonacom kind of like his shadow moving through a crawl space, but there's nothing on the other side of the wall. You look out the window and you're looking at the crawl space that he's and you're like,
this shit's normal in the Fey realm, right?
It's like
This shit's
there's
normal.
the wall of the house, and then it does immediately like a
No.
corner.
It goes straight.
go
Yeah.
straight.
No, this shit's
I'm
normal.
gonna
in the,
go.
we're from the fucking.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
crawl into the crawl space as well. About 60 feet later, the two of you fall into a round glass chamber that's 50 feet in diameter.
Can we get out?
Get out the way you came.
Okay, we can fall.
Um, You can see that there's not really any other way in here directly that you can see. There's a crystal podium in the middle of the chamber, and you can see like little hanging diodes from the ceiling. And every now and then there's a little cackle of light that hits the podium and then hits one of the diodes. And you can
so, like,
see
we're
like
in one of those balls.
kind of feels like you're in a Tesla ball.
Tesla ball, yeah.
Yeah. Weird, but it's huge, it's massive.
Well, I'm only 3 feet tall, so
It's definitely
everything is massive.
yeah, that's fair.
I don't even think I'm 3 feet tall.
Oh.
So I do get advantage on wisdom perception checks
Okay.
for my creature.
Yes, you do.
But
yeah.
since it's such a weird thing, I'll go with just one.
No,
if you
no,
want.
it's fine. I mean,
Okay.
that's a minor advantage. Reducing people's
Okay,
ability
yeah.
modifier every hit is a major
14.
14.
Okay,
Problem.
Okay.
I'm looking around.
So you and Bonacom are in the sphere. He's sniffing the ground. What are you doing? You saw them go through the crawl
Inhaling
space.
all the
I
dirt
did?
on the ground.
Yeah.
I didn't go up to the laboratory already.
Oh, that's right. You said you were
Yeah.
going to go up.
I was gonna go to the
So
laboratory.
you got into the hallway. You see a set of stairs leading up to the third floor.
Oh
and
my
I'm
God.
being very sneaky.
Separate.
So give me a
Party.
stealth check since you're heading
Separating's
upstairs.
Not a good idea.
Because you can hear the
Never a
clicking
good
of the
idea.
grinning ghoul down below.
Separating is not a good idea.
Separating's the best idea.
Cover more ground that way.
Not a good
Yeah.
idea.
That is a 19.
Okay. As you're stealthing up the stairs, you can hear the clicking of the grinning ghoul down below. Still hasn't wandered back up yet. You get up to the third floor, And as you look to your right, there is an insanely long hallway to your right, like beyond the scope of the building. You look to your left, you see another insanely long hallway beyond the scope of the building. And there's 50 doors to your right, and there's 50 doors to your left.
I'm gonna sneak back down the stairs, find the party, and be like, there's some really long hallways up there.
You only see
I
him
don't want to.
Yeah, you only see him sniffing around on the ground.
Yeah.
and
They're gone.
a hole
And a
In the
hole in
wall.
the painting
where the painting
was. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him about the really long hallways, and I'm gonna go look at the hole in the wall and be like, "What happened here?" Where'd they
And
go?
as you look, you can now hear the clicking get a little bit louder from the grinning ghoul. You can hear his wet, flat, kind of now coming up the stairs. Just
I'm gonna climb in the hole.
yeah.
I'm gonna just joink into the hole we go.
okay. Snord, as she comes back into the room that you're searching, you catch a whiff of something that is magical, and you.
I don't think that was magical.
Was it Lego? Did
Oh,
Leg-
it's
did
inhuman.
Lego
What
give-
do you
give
feed
us?
this dog? Do you feed it people?
I wish.
Oh,
Taste
Bro-
for the wild
broccoli and Olestra.
that's the one thing
And
I like
also, he
about all
hasn't
of our
even
tiny
eaten today.
dogs. If
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did this, they'd
Unless he
explode.
has meat right
Like the
That's
amount
the only
of
thing.
gas this dog must generate is enough to subsidize like a country.
I mean, I was gonna make
Oh.
that same joke. Like, we could feed you some gluten.
No, that's not
And
what
then-
happens to me with gluten. You don't want to know what happens to me when the celiac kicks in. You feel Dranira's hands on your shoulder as she plucks you off the ground. You're kind of like scratching at the nearby floorboards because you smelled something that was worth trying to get to. She pulls you up into the crawl
There's
space,
something in
and
there.
as the two of you, and you watch as the grinning ghoul comes around the corner back into the study. Did you almost
okay?
those have casters. So performative. Did you almost go backwards?
Yeah. I know. I was like halfway there for
Yeah.
like a good 2 seconds.
And there's a nice corner of a glass table with your lobotomy written all over it.
Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need that part. That's just high school.
Not.
High school.
That was my junior year. That's fine. Don't need that. And so you two are in that round glass chamber with the pendulum in the middle, just in time to see these two come scurrying through the crawl space. As you can now hear the grinning ghoul in the other room. Its wet feet kind of flopping. It hasn't taken an interest in the crawl space yet. You can hear it. Like it's clicking, it's trying to find, it senses something, but can't quite find it. The four of you look up.
Can I see out into the room, or are we safely?
You're below the space. So the crawl space is only like about this big. So when you guys crawled through it, you kind of fell into the sphere where these two were kind of examining the interior of the sphere. But as all four of you are now inside the sphere, you see two large hands on the outside of the sphere. These humongous hands. You then see a wizard's face kind of leaning into the sphere. And you hear this voice. Well, what have we got here? I'm gone for an evening, and already something has made its way into my home. Oh, look! Familiars. Fascinating. Perhaps the grinning ghouls would like to play this evening. And you feel the diode go, and all four of you are kind of like disapparated, and now you're back downstairs in the estate house. You can smell the kind of
Ozone.
like the ozone kind of settling off of you. You can see the wet footprints of multiple grinning ghouls that were down here. You can hear their flat feet now up on the second floor above you.
Where's the nearest door to the outside?
It's right behind you. There's the rear exit door, and then a hallway that will take you towards the front door.
I'm just gonna.
Turn.
We have to get that dial, so we have to go back.
You say I was leaving.
So as you turn, you run. Give me a strength check as you slam into the door.
Oh God, this is
It never
13.
does.
13. As you run into the door, it rubber bands out and kind of mold compresses you as it rubber bounces out, and then
Damn it.
kind of rebounds you back into the room. Kind of land on your butt, kind of staring at the door, kind of just wobble a bit, and then go back to being a door.
Mhm.
Which way are
Open
they
the-
coming from?
Should open the door so the ghouls can get out.
If I
the door so the ghouls can get
I
out.
try to
I can't open
freeze the door so we can
Certainly
break
give it a try.
I'm gonna just walk over, chill touch.
You watch as it covers in frost and ice. Do it again. Give me a strength check, or give me an attack roll as you strike the door.
Does he have advantage? Since it's been chilled.
What's with all the advantages?
I had to get one in there, okay?
10. You feel the weapon strike the frozen door. The door kind of shatters in front of you, revealing another door.
Same exact door.
It's door
No,
section.
it's different.
It's door section.
Color?
Not different color, just different kind of door. The one you shatter was like a wooden door. This one is now like a kind of a metal iron door.
And the one after it's going to be brick. And we're going to huff and puff and blow our door down. Okay, so what?
Just go back to sniffing for the gap.
I'm going to sniff the gap. I mean,
One of my
if
favorite
I
activities.
had been able to sniff the gap properly, I probably could have been able to tell you there was a dragon down there. So, Only one door?
Gap sniffing,
only
and
one-
that
So, door-
derailed the entire venture.
exactly. So the only one other door.
Oh my god, that's gonna be the name.
Well, the other
Sniff the
door
gap.
is the front door
Mind
down
the gap.
down the long hallway.
Front door down the long hallway.
Right, because you guys are at the back side of the estate. You were disapparated down to the back end of the first floor of the estate, realizing that you were in a you might have been in like a crystal ball structure that
Yeah.
you were in.
There,
Are there any
there was.
rafters?
I smelled something under the floorboards up in the study. I
Are there
couldn't
any
get to it.
rafters?
We need to get back to the
No,
study.
it's
Yeah.
More of a traditional kind
We
of
should start a
ceiling with
fire.
underrunning,
Maybe we could
wood
make a hole in the
beams to give it
ceiling
support.
and just go through the ceiling bits there.
Well, I kind of wanted
Are
to
we
open
over
the
that
door so
same
that
door?
ghouls could
Or
get
that
out.
same room?
You're underneath it.
We're underneath that same
You're on the
room.
first floor.
Right. But is the study right above us?
Yeah, it's right above you.
Okay, can I climb on the ceiling?
You're causing pull yourself up to the ceiling. Give me an athletics check as you pull yourself up.
I am
How
going
tall
to-
are the grinning ghouls?
They're about 6 feet tall.
How
Very
tall is the
gangly.
ceiling?
Ceiling's 12 feet tall.
I am going to change my oil to sticky oil.
Okay.
An advantage on ability checks, and shit
Okay,
like that.
go for it. So that is athletics or acrobatics with advantage.
Acrobatics.
I'm gonna search for one.
Okay, give me a investigation.
I rolled
roll.
an 8 and a 9.
Ah! Welcome back.
That's
Welcome
fine.
back.
So I'll take the 15.
15. Okay.
22.
22 for your investigation. While he's climbing up towards the ceiling, Crystal is examining the room that you're currently in, which appears to be like a storage area that feeds into the other rooms. There's a lot of crates and satchels and barrels and things here. Like maybe this is a general kind of just storage room that you're
But they
currently
don't
in.
look magic.
They don't look magical.
Common storage.
Yeah,
Okay.
like supplies, things that
Okay.
might be needed for the estate. What are you two doing while this is going on?
I'm gonna look around for just various items that I can carry with me at catapult.
Okay. You find 6 kind of weird glass globes. They're kind of heavy and dense. You kind of put it in a satchel, you tie it off, and one of your little root vines grows out of your midriff and loops around the satchel. So you have 6 catapult items.
I'm watching the hallway for the grinning ghouls.
Yeah, you're kind of like keeping an eye on the hallway.
No, I'm like
Shadowed
just in
into
the shadow.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
If there were any lanterns or lights or anything in there, I
Start extinguishing those.
Yeah.
It's pretty dark in here.
Yeah.
Most of the light is
I know.
filtering through the cracks and crevices of the shuttered windows that lead to the to the outside.
I don't think the ghouls can.
You're
Like-
clinging to the underside of the roof now of the
Ceiling.
of the
Ceiling,
first floor,
yeah.
the ceiling of the first floor. You're like clinging onto it. And you can hear their little wet footprints kind of like they're sniffing around in the upper floor.
Yeah. You need to make noise.
he's saying
I'll make
lure.
noise.
Well, still lure the one them down here, so we have a safe way up.
Okay, so let's go hide in the hallway while he lures them out here. Down here.
No, I think he wants us to be.
And then he goes upstairs.
We make the noise. They come down. And
And
while
then we
they're
run
coming
through the
down,
hole that
he
he
starts
makes.
breaking through the floor.
Breaking through the floor will make enough noise that they'll come down anyway.
Or
I
they're
don't
going to
know.
attack where we're. Oh my lord.
Sorry.
Yeah, Lord starts doing the timeout thing and falls back to the ground.
I thought your whole body was
I go back up and I
You're
start.
like one of those sticky
Yeah.
spider
Oh my
things
God,
that
yeah.
you throw.
Oh, God.
I
remember- Oh.
I try to picture in my walnut-sized brain
Yeah.
where that was in the
Okay.
floor that I was smelling it,
Okay.
and I make my way to the ceiling
Okay.
and sniff and see if I can still sniff it.
Yeah, you find it right there.
Something right here.
Yeah.
it's detect it just smells magic.
Or
What do you say? He's like clinging onto the ceiling. He's like pointing to this little area of the ceiling. In reverse, it would have been like near one of the bookcases, up above.
Okay.
He's definitely found
Pull out
something.
our magic saw.
is it
Magic.
is the ceiling plastered?
Great saw mimicry.
Is the ceiling
Just
plastered?
make sure you're bring your hand a little bit forward.
This is what happens when a group doesn't meet for like 2 months. They go off the rails.
Oh.
What did
This is
happen?
what we should have done on like a Saturday.
Is the ceiling plastered?
It is plaster and wood.
Okay.
Get a dagger and start quietly.
Give me a sleight of hand as you're holding on and you start kind of bringing the dagger up through the plaster and into the wood of the ceiling.
Didi, go up and hold him.
I'll go over towards him and
You hear
Just-
coming from from the hallway, coming down the stairs. You hear the
Nat's
I'm
one.
gonna
can I use
Nat-
wait. Before you do, as soon as I hear that, I go, please, impede my way. Like her.
fight growth?
You watch as all these vines and spikes kind of fill the hallway. Just in time, you watch as this ghoul just impales itself onto the spike growth. You watch as the spikes and roots begin to kind of contract, pulling the grinning ghoul in on itself, and then it just gets shredded.
The ghoul gets shredded, or
Mhm.
okay.
But now you can hear other feet in other parts of the estate coming from other different directions.
I'm just gonna stand.
How long does your spike growth last for?
An
hour or
Last for
concentration.
up to 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. So you're the shadow in the hallway.
I'm the
She
shadow
is
in the hallway.
focusing on concentrating on the spike growth. You guys watch as
Nord.
Snord kind of successfully drives the dagger through and carves, and there's this loud that falls to the ground. This iron box just bounces down below you. Investigation check as you scurry over there to see if it's trapped.
Can I guidance while I'm holding this?
Yeah.
Guidance.
No, you
No,
can't.
guidance is concentration. I forgot.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Up to a minute.
Dang.
18.
18. You get over to the lockbox, and the box feels like it's old. It's got rust and dings to it, like it was recovered from somewhere, right? It just looks gnarly, just like and the lock is an arcane lock hanging off of it. You can see the black staff insignia in the arcane lock. This looks like a very complex and difficult lock to deal with.
How big is the box?
Swallow it. Shoe size box.
Too big to put in the back.
No,
Okay.
no, it could fit.
How much
Size
is
of a
that?
shoebox.
Do you think it's magic like the bag of holding is magic? Do you think it's magic like the bag of holding is magic?
Can you dispel whatever's on that box? And I'm just constantly looking down the hallway.
You
Like
watch
prepping
as
to-
two more grinning ghouls slam themselves. They don't shred
Okay,
themselves,
I'm
but they're
gonna
stuck
start-
to it.
How big is the hole?
As soon as they
The
do,
hole's about
Can we all
big
fit
size.
through it?
You two,
I
you can
can-
change from sticky to slippery.
Mhm.
The quickling definitely can.
He's
Rider might be a bit of a
I'm,
What is
I'm,
it?
Rider?
I'm gonna
You're
start.
Rider?
Oh, sorry.
I thought you wanted-
Dryad.
I'm gonna try to go through the floor so we can get up there.
Okay. Watch as he starts jimmying at the floor and make it a little bit bigger. Give me
Firebolt.
give me a strength check, just so.
Firebolt.
Well, you're in the room. As I see the ones that are just stuck, not dead yet. Toll the dead
Okay.
on one of them.
Wisdom save.
Yes, 14.
That'll fail as it goes off.
I'm still
Are they,
holding
they're already
spike
injured,
rope.
right?
They're already injured from
Yeah.
the spike.
Okay,
17.
So that's a
17.
D12.
I don't have dispel magic. I only have detect
While
magic.
I'm holding spike growth,
Oh,
can I
good
do
are you?
dispel magic?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
because that doesn't require concentration.
Okay.
You can cast anything you
Dispel
want as long as it doesn't require
6
6. Okay.
on one.
You watch as its little head kind of melons in, and now you're looking down the hallway as like 8 more of these grinning ghouls are kind of climbing over each other, slamming one at a time. Now the spike growth is beginning to kind of like pulse and kind of, who you waving at?
One of my friends is watching.
Oh.
Hi, Matthew.
You watch as
Ah.
the spike growth blockage is now pulsing with the weight. They're like squishing themselves up against the other ones that have kind of, spiked themselves to the spike growth. And now the blood's kind of seeping underneath, and the spike growth is getting weaker and weaker. It's holding,
That's gross.
but you don't have a lot of time at this point. You've made the hole bigger, so you kind of you are able to pull yourself
Yeah.
through.
Quietly first.
Yeah, you like put your peepers up through there. Give me perception as you look around.
Shoebox.
She was going to try to dispel it.
After she dispelled.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Third
dispel
level.
Yep, third level.
Give me a D20.
Alrighty.
Double 19s.
Straight D20. 14.
Add your spell casting.
Oh, and then.
Yep.
Double 22.
Double 22. Well, it began was like if you were hitting someone, but you were just checking perception. So
That is 19.
you could see like the mucus of their footprints up here,
Gross.
but you know that they're all downstairs at this point, like piling up on the spike growth.
That was a 19.
19. The magic, the magic arcane lock, like fades and cracks, dispelling.
Was there any traps?
No traps because the arcane lock was dispelled. You get the feeling that had you not dispelled the arcane lock and tried to pick it, whoever tried to pick it would have been banished.
Yeah.
Rodney dispelled it.
Toll the dead.
You know what's inside?
So
there?
you're repeating Toll
Yeah,
again.
I'm
Yep.
Not
A
yet.
fireball. He cast
Every
fireball.
time I can, I just
stasis box. You open it and there's a fireball.
After
I'm gonna open it, pointing it at the door.
So are you opening the box?
Yeah.
As you open the box, there is what appears to be a small sundial in there. Okay. Put it in the bag of holding.
After
Start
she,
crawling up towards the hall. Okay.
Let's go.
after she
Roof
puts
is
it in
clear.
the bag, I activate the cape, grab her, and go up the hole.
Okay. So the three of you are now up above. You see the spike growth beginning to fail.
Yeah, like I said, I put another tool of dead on.
Yep.
That would have been 10.
Okay. You watch as a couple more of their soft melons kind of implode on themselves. More of the
Firebolt.
creatures are slamming into it.
You're upstairs already.
Firebolt as I'm being hauled up.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. What you get?
8.
The spike growth is now on fire, including the hallway.
Fire, 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 fire.
The ghoulish blood seems to be kind of flammable. And as some of the flame falls off the hallway onto the pool of blood from the grinning ghouls, it almost like ignites like brimstone fuel, just. So now the downstairs is beginning to emoliate and just turn into flame. Are you still downstairs?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick glance. Is there any food items in these crates?
Probably. You'd have to break them
Sure.
open and get into them.
Never mind. If I have to break it.
Yeah.
Anything, just,
I mean, everything's sealed and yeah.
yeah, I'm just gonna
We have
shadow
to
my
bring
way up.
home something for the owl bears to eat.
Well, that's fair. Bring people. Bring a grinning ghoul. They'll eat a ghoul.
They're all on fire.
Well, they're
Bring a
starting to
wizard.
cook off. Yeah.
We could bring
It
the
smells
wizard
like
'cause he
it
saw
definitely
us, and we have
smells
to
like
bring all,
amazing Korean barbecue.
Leave no
Yeah, but
witnesses
they
behind.
said don't
Um,
tell the owner of the house.
Leave no
There's
witnesses behind.
there's
The
like a
witness who saw
barrel
us.
of pickled herring.
Oh, the owner of
It
the
was
house.
supposed to be
Pick it up, drop it into your drop it into your chasm and float up back through the hole. As you get up through the hole,
We're in trouble.
there's now smoke
We're in trouble.
leaking up
Yeah.
into the room
We're in trouble.
as the
Yeah.
downstairs is now in flames.
We're in trouble.
I'm gonna look around for a rug and just drag it over the hole.
Okay, you drag it over the hole and lots of smoke is just coming through the rug. You watch as the heat of the fire burns a hole in the rug relatively quickly.
I think we would catch on fire like
Okay.
that.
I'm pretty sure this window is
You
magic.
get the feeling it's
and we
because
can't
of the
get
blood
out.
of the ghouls that
Yeah.
really ignited the flame.
How was I supposed to know that grinning ghouls were that flammable?
Now,
Oh, I have an
now
idea.
you know.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
I look
I
for another
pull-
rug.
I
She'll
pull the
touch
rug back and I start
Okay.
throwing all of his magic books down into the fire. Down below.
No!
Stop. I put the bag under
While
Now
he's
flinging them in the
he's
bag.
throwing all the books into the bag, I'm dragging a chill touch rug over the
Yeah, you
hole.
bring it over, it just immediately melts. And now it's a wet rug.
I'm gonna say
It's smoldering. It does a little bit better, but it's smoldering.
It melts and it starts to.
Wait,
Yeah,
is
it's
the
just
window up
smoldering.
here still open?
Yeah, still open. You can see the smoke being drawn out
Can we
towards it.
go out the window?
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
I
what?
didn't see
Let's go
either
out
of
the
them
window.
do that, and I just keep throwing books.
Are you collecting books or are you going out the window?
Well, if it's continuing to burn magic books, I'm going to take them. Try and burn it. Because now there's a carpet over the hole. So
Why don't we just run further up?
At some point,
We can steal shit from his laboratory while we're
what
here.
did further up look like?
Lots of
There-
doors.
Lots of doors.
But there's a window right there that we can go out.
Let's go out the window and then up because I
got
have
the
a
dial.
feeling.
let's just go out.
Yeah, I have a feeling if we go up the normal way, we're gonna get lost. They were really long hallways.
That doesn't sound good. Let's try out the window.
At some random point, I'll notice that and then I'll stop. And then I'll go.
Let's try out the window.
As you get to the edge of the window, you feel Nord kind of move past you, and he's already kind of on the way out the window, stepping on the windowsill. The whole downstairs is now on fire, bursting out at the seams. There are now crowds of people beginning to form up a water,
Don't be seen.
Wait a minute.
a water chain of people with buckets. You can hear the constant throwing of water on the downstairs fire.
Well, at least all those ghouls are dead and they won't kill the townspeople. Maybe we should kill the townspeople. I mean, we need food to feed
Food.
fellow
We
bears.
do. We do.
Maybe we can ask.
You guys are girly on
Maybe
the
we
second
can ask
floor,
the
staring out the
master
window,
for
watching
food.
all this happen. You're
Yeah,
hanging
we're gonna
out
have to ask
the second floor window.
Is there a
Quickly, come back in.
is there a frame or a portal or a door down there within 30 feet?
Because the study's on the back side of the house.
Yes, you're on the backside.
I'm
Yes.
thinking about doing mine.
Yeah, I would say you could pull that off.
Okay.
And it takes you around the side of the house. Because
I have to be able to see. Yeah.
yeah, you could see
Line of sight.
on the edge of the right side of the wall a place you could port to, and you end up over there. But there's also one up above as well.
I want to be on the ground.
Okay, you're now on the ground, and you're surrounded by onlookers. There's like
If there were a bunch of people there, then no, I was not going to do that.
there's people everywhere. It's just you didn't
Okay.
see them until they came around the corner because they're bringing buckets to the back side of the estate, and
To the
like
pond.
like they're heading towards the pond. They freeze when they see you, like not sure what you are.
I go back.
And they're like, they're looking around like they're not sure what they just saw,
Did we see that?
and they're now kind of very cautiously heading over to the pond, dipping in their buckets and quickly racing back towards the front of the estate.
Are those onlookers that we need to dispose of?
I mean, there was one witness now. Do you remember what they look like?
I mean,
He
all
looked
hu-
very
you're
familiar.
like all humans look alike to you.
He looked familiar.
Some of
except
them
he was
have big
missing a
boobs, some of them
mustache
have
and
flat
Ugly,
chests.
had smooth skin, nice hair that was ugly.
I think he
All
looked
those
better if
fucking
he had
humans
a
look alike.
curly mustache and a Van Dyke.
All right, well, we have to get out of here without being seen.
Well, I think everyone's looking for fire. So we should
Okay,
do that.
you two. Climb into her cloak. Robe, whatever.
Sticky oil.
Yeah. when he climbs into your robe, it's like room temperature vomit with like glue. It's just kind of, and he gives you that creepy face, like he's like
No,
you papoosed him. He's like,
It smells
Shower.
smells like marijuana rosin. Just smells like skunk.
Some skunk weed.
he's like a globule of black, like
Ugh.
just adhering to your body. Crystal's just giving you a look like she just crawls up onto your shoulder and holds onto your ponytail.
At that, I then
You swallow us all.
I won't be able to do that. I got a barrel full of fish inside.
Yeah, he stole a barrel of fish for the owlbear.
Good.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expand myself and cloak her with my stuff. So I
Okay.
become a shadow cloak for her.
Okay.
Like, over her head, just draped around her body.
Okay.
Fly, you fool!
You watch as it kind of detaches. Anybody looking up in the air sees this
Like-
shadow balloon.
Like not a balloon. Like I try to fit her form, but like try to
yeah.
make the arms look like
Yeah.
a bird.
Yeah.
A manta ray.
Yeah, but
Manta ray or like a very
but
shadowy
we are in a
Aarakocra.
small ball
Like I
up
try to
at the
make
top, and the rest of the shadow just hanging around like a jellyfish.
Oh, I like how
You
I
guys
just
are
make it.
jellyfish floating away, from this estate that's now on fire on the ground floor. Now you can see bits of flame licking up towards the next floors up above. And
Perfect mission.
they're holding buckets of water and like watching you guys float away.
Oh god.
But as you're looking down at them, the windows begin to shatter outward as on fire grinning ghouls start leaping out of the estate into the crowd. They start tearing into the crowd, and their flaming forms are now running up and down the city streets of Neverwinter. And as you
Oh.
drift further and further away
look, it's
towards the
Richard Pryor.
outskirts, and you can see the glow, the hot yellow-orange glow coming up, and the coiling smoke. And you're just like,
Can I say one thing? Before I jumped up out of the hole into
Yeah.
the second floor,
Yeah.
I grabbed the shoebox. And then when we're floating, I just drop it.
he has it in the bag of holding.
I was gonna say we just dropped the empty shoebox.
You guys are floating, drifting. You get to the outskirts of the city until finally a nice little kind of covey of trees. You guys kind of like get into your main form, and you hear in the distance, you're like another explosion. You watch as like the administrative tower of Neverwinter, there's like this really pissed off green dragon flying around the tower. Every now and then it lands on the one of the parapets and like lets out a thing of chlorine gas into the tower. You watch as it like just as you guys turn to start leaving, there's like a crackle of energy and smoke, and there's Rhyme Hand. So, which part of the plan did we miss? Was it the witness not be seen?
He wouldn't.
Or was the part of the plan where I specifically asked you to burn down the fucking city and release a dragon into the city? Is that the part of the plan I gave you?
I didn't know he had a dragon.
Goodbye! He like snaps his fingers.
Wait, you don't want the compass?
Each one of you to separate, and you're back in your Fey pocket.
I guess he didn't
tell
want
us
the
there was a
compass.
dragon.
You guys still have the compass at this point.
I'm gonna investigate.
And they have our
this.
wand of magic missiles.
I'm imagining just every once in a while one of his
I see-
experiments goes like a missile.
So at the when we get back to our pocket, I step outside and I call to my owlbear.
You watch as the fully grown owlbear comes looping towards you,
Derby.
and he goes full on belly flop right on top of you.
What did I name Mike? I don't know. I don't remember.
I mean,
Your
because
problem.
things age faster here in the Fey.
Yeah,
Oh, man, does that
timey
mean
wimey.
it's gonna die from this?
They also been absorbing the Feywild magic, so they're probably pretty
Yeah, they were born.
already.
They were hatched in the Feywild, so they're
Never know.
Anyway,
And if they
I
got big without
slide out,
normal fitted,
just crack open and start making fish.
Okay. You pulled out
Yours
the shoot.
Yours right here.
You pulled out the dial.
I asked her to pull out dial. He's
Okay.
going to investigate it.
Pull it out. And give me an Arcana check. You're the end of the dial. I like that.
Oh, I got
Oh,
that.
why he didn't
16.
want the dial though.
16.
16.
It appears that the center of the compass flange is movable. You're not sure what the letters and numbers mean on the flat of the dial, but it looks like you can turn the flange. As you turn it, you guys are
back where we started.
you guys are in the alleyway watching the fireworks.
Do we still have the dial?
You still have the dial. You're watching the fireworks,
It's a fucking time turner.
but
I have
as you look
Agamotto.
over to the other alleyway, you see the four of you in the other alleyway getting ready to kick off your mission.
Getting ready to start our mission.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but it's still
wait,
burning.
wait, wait,
No.
Wait.
You're watching.
Rewound.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
rewound to the point you were watching the
Yeah, we
fireworks.
just time turnered this bitch.
Oh, those fireworks, not the
Yeah,
burning mansion.
But it's not
Okay.
you. You're
So,
watching some
If
four
we go
of you.
into the house while we're in the storage room and we can douse the ghouls with water or some flame retardant thing and prevent the
Hey,
house from catching on fire.
I just run over to
Do
myself.
we want to prevent that?
You run over to yourself.
Yes.
You guys watch as Fnord starts running over. Fnord, you see Fnord coming towards you.
What's the password? Snorbit.
As the two of you get near each other, it's like there's a static discharge, and you both are wiped out. You then watch as Fnord comes from a different alleyway across the way. And as you come over, you're coming over to tell your other Fnord not to talk to the other Fnord.
I'm gonna just grab him and prevent him from going anywhere.
Okay, so you
You're
got a
staying
hold of
with
his
us.
sticky skin.
Okay. No,
In
no.
another alleyway, there's
No,
a crack of
I-
arcade
I-
lights.
I
and you
slip.
see 4 more versions of yourselves
I
appear in a different alleyway.
I slip. I escape. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna.
I grabbed.
Well,
I
I'll give you a
grabbed. I
contest.
grabbed the
Give
thing.
me athletics, or acrobatics, athletics or acrobatics.
I'm taking the time turner from her.
Okay, you take it from her.
Why?
You can see that.
Swallow it.
Yeah, but you can see the other group of 4.
Yeah.
They have a time
17.
turner.
Yeah. Come on. I'm just keeping one. I'm keeping this one.
Okay,
18.
18,
I'm going to just
17.
17. Yeah, you managed to slip
Okay,
out of her grasp.
and I stealth over to where we are.
as I
Okay,
see
give me a
our
step check.
first group. Do I see the first?
First group's already gone. You get the feeling
I
they've
go
gone
over-
to the back of the estate.
Okay, I go over.
Are they going without?
Yes, they are going without Fnord.
Oh, that changed.
16.
16.
You're now stealthy towards that other group that just arrived. They haven't noticed
No.
you yet.
Oh, the
There's
entire,
a whole nother group that's arrived.
I'm going to the original group.
Oh, you're going towards that group. You don't
Gone.
see them. They've already gone to the back of the estate.
I follow.
Okay, so you follow towards the back of the estate, leaving 3 of you in the alleyway. You have the time turner. The second group that arrived is now sneaking towards the back of the estate, and then you hear another. You look above on the roof line, and there's 4 more of you up on the roof line.
They keep coming back.
Freaking Morty.
I just like stop for a second. I look. I
And
like
then
Crystal. I'm like,
as you
the
look
orc
up,
keeps fucking us up.
so as you look up, you also look down, and there's a discharge, and the 2 of you just cross the streams, and you're gone.
Yeah, did that mean we just lost our time turner?
No,
Was he
because
driven?
we're all we're everywhere. Everything.
As you
all
guys
of the
are trying to
time.
figure out everything else, you hear the smashing of the cellar doors, and you watch as another green dragon coming. The same green dragon comes out, right? And it comes out, and it's now circling over the city, and you can hear the fight going on inside the estate house. But the 3 remaining up top are looking down, confused, and the 3 look down. The 3 look, the 2 of you look up at the 2 of you. You guys cross the stream, just disapparate out of existence, and then suddenly the 4 of you are back again on another part of the street.
Stop looking at us.
I'm gonna befriend the dragon.
You're up on the roof line. You're like waving at the dragon. It kind of forces down towards you.
I'm using speak with beasts.
So
dragon.
yeah, persuasion because you speak dragon. You speak with beasts.
Yeah.
Persuasion as well. We'll see if the dragon will talk to you. Meanwhile, as you 2 are trying to talk,
Now what?
16, not 1, completely ignores you, looks at the quickling. You guys are having multiple experiences as multiple groups keep popping into
Do
existence.
we have memories from all of them?
Yes, you do. As these memories are crossing each other, the dragon's like floating above you and like flapping its wings. Oh my. What have you done?
Well, we played with this little thing.
Oh, that's Blackstaff's time traveling device. You shouldn't really be playing with that.
Yeah, I blame her.
I was trying to
Okay.
figure out what
He
it
swoops
was.
down and swallows her.
That wasn't what I meant. I mean, she'll probably be fine.
There's like a puff of arcane energy as you're disapparated back up to the Fae, but then you notice you don't reappear anymore after you're destroyed. So you didn't cross yourself by running into yourself. You were destroyed and sent back to the Fae. You get the feeling the trick is everyone needs all these versions that keep popping up. They have to be destroyed. It prevents the time travel from happening.
Okay. She just pooped out of your mouth. I think we have to poop all of us.
Sounds like a plan. He crashes, like he chomps down on you, and you're just legs and feet splurting all over the place. Your 2 forms, you're watching as all the other forms are now being destroyed by the dragon. It's flying around, and it sees one of your forms and swoops in and destroys it. It kind of comes around, starts chlorine gassing everything around the house.
I'm just this form of me,
Yeah.
knowing that the dragon's doing this because of what she said, I'm just gonna stick on the side of the wall and
Yeah.
watch everything.
Invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, I also get
Okay.
very-
Okay. All the other forms get
While I'm
destroyed.
imagining the dragon is visible and everybody
Yeah.
sees it and hears it.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this opportunity to sneak up.
Okay. You're invisible. You sneak inside. All the
Well,
grinning ghouls. How are you getting inside?
I was
You go up towards the
going to
second
go
floor.
in through the study window.
Okay.
Unless there's a way to get into that storage room that I can get into.
Well, you can go back in through the study window.
Okay.
And as you crawl through the study window, you see Fnord cutting a hole in the floorboard.
You see yourself.
I'm in this.
But your other self hasn't looked back at you yet. So there's another version of you now in the second floor study, sawing at the floor, trying to get at the dial.
From the top.
From the bottom.
No,
Oh,
from the top.
Oh.
Because you're in the study on top of the study. You could hear all the grinning ghouls feasting on something down below.
Okay. I duck down
Fish.
and then I go. Fnord. Password is Snervin.
You hear your bare feet coming towards
Don't
the
look at
window.
me. Stop. It's me. It's us. Don't look.
They're both you. You played out.
Okay. Oh. No. Okay. What? There's a weird time thing in that box. The box is magic. The rock is bad. Just grab that fucker and beat feet out of here and use the mental thing to call Alithar, and then we'll be good. I have to go kill myself now. Bye.
Oh, and don't let me cast
Too
fire.
late.
Roll persuasion and roll insight at the same time. Persuasion for your Fnord self outside the window, and insight for the Fnord inside the study.
And insight. Well, so no.
Yeah, your brain is just playing tricks on you.
Okay.
You go back.
I don't know that. So
Yeah.
I run out in the street and die.
Yeah, you run out.
Heroically,
Eventually, yeah.
somehow.
You could watch as Fnord comes running out into the street as the dragon just kind of picks him up like an hors d'oeuvre and starts looking as if there's anything left. He doesn't see anything left. And he courses away and starts heading up towards the towers and the tall spaces of the city. Leaving you
I make my way to the study window.
as you get up to the study window. There's Fnord in there. He's got the box, but it's locked. He doesn't know what to do.
Do
with
I
it.
see any of me?
Don't see any other versions of you. Not
Hey.
at the moment.
Look out the window. Tell me if there's anything outside the window.
I'm talking to the me that's outside the window, or the me that's probably with you.
The me, that's whatever's in the room with it.
If you're in there alone, I was probably with the girls.
Okay, if you're outside the window, I'm
Come
gonna.
on.
Hmm?
Have the box. Yeah, give it to me.
Okay.
Follow the box.
Quickly. Go attack.
Alithar, we have the box.
I was gonna say, are you trying to poop?
I'm thinking it.
You
Oh,
watch
okay.
as a teleportation circle on the outside of the house appears. He pulls you towards the teleportation circle. The two of you are back to the summon chamber.
There's like 30 of us in there.
Are there? Sorry.
Now back in the summoning chamber, the other wizards look like all the wizards have gathered there now. All of them. All five of the Order of the Veiled Eye are standing there like, okay, who's got the box?
Who's got my wand?
What do you want the wand for?
I'm a monk. I don't do much long range shit.
Fine, it's recharged. You may have it back. Now give us the box. Oh, that's right. There's no spittle. Why are things wet when they're supposed to be dry?
Oh, there's
Sorry.
there's probably something. It smelled. Yeah.
If it's sticky or slippery,
It's like all tacky and sticky.
It
know,
was fish.
That fish barrel probably cracked in there too. So.
Yeah. You
They
watch
don't
as
know
one of the mages open up the box, they dispel the arcane lock, and they pull a device out. And this time, as they hold the device, the center flange is out spinning
Going,
out of control. The flat part of the orb of the is like the lights are flaring, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And they go to like jam onto the flange, and bring the flange to a screeching halt.
Break some fingers.
Did the universe end?
You watch as the flange, as you two kind of reappear back up in the Fey pocket. You are now surrounded by dozens of yourselves. They've all come back to the Fey pocket. There's dozens of fjords. There's dozens of crystals, and you've kind of descended.
There's only one.
Do we touch each other? Do we?
No, because in the Feywild, it doesn't quite work that way.
We
Only
are
in the
Fnord.
material plane. So
We are Fnord.
yeah, you guys are like
Fnord.
you're like
Now,
packs of yourselves.
Are we seeing?
Wait,
If I look at myself, do I see myself looking at myself, looking at myself? Like,
yeah,
do
kind
all
of.
of my
We all have
eyes
to-
open?
There's
Yeah.
a couple of Fenors just doing the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Is there multiple of these?
Yeah, yeah.
So all of the Bodcoms just start gathering.
Oh my
Into
gosh.
each
Okay.
other.
Did you guys ever watch Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
those- Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. That's what I'm picturing right now.
Dude.
And I'm looking up.
Oh my god, that was epic.
But yeah,
we're gonna
all the
finish
shadow-
there tonight. It's perfect finish.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Perfect
fucking
finish. Because you guys are
amazing.
gonna level up. This is a milestone.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So you
sweet.
get to level up. I
It's-
think I put in the wrong. Tonight was session 4, right?
Yeah.
I forgot to change the. Supposed to be session 4. Glass House. Glass Houses was the name of
Is
it.
this the level
No,
where we
it's,
can look at class?
Level 4 or it's
Session 4.
Session 4.
Let me fix that.
Sniff the gap.
No, no,
Mine's the
no.
gap.
She is
Should be
not.
mine's the gap.
She is not winning that one. That ain't happening. That is definitely not happening. Yeah, save it. Oh my god. So what level are you guys now? 4?
4.
Level 4?
Does that mean I can multiclass?
If you'd like. You get a multi-class whenever you want. I don't really care.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going.
You're going thief.
I'm a Dex guy, so
Thief fighter?
Yeah.
Okay. Or a fighter thief?
that'll work.
Yeah, I named the episode season 4 Glass Houses.
Okay.
Oh my god, you guys! I couldn't believe you turned the flange.
I can.
I
Chaos
thought you'd maybe
Gremlin.
read it first, but I'm just gonna give it a little twist.
Chaos Gremlin, what do you expect?
Exactly. That's
So
what
in
I
our
did.
in our
You said I couldn't read it.
my Monday Baldur's Gate group, one of the players is making a prodigy wizard.
Hmm.
So he found a device that allows him to experience 6 seconds of future or past, and that's it. Yeah, 6 seconds of future or past.
And it was
But he's got to have an anchor. Like he's got to have something that pulls him back towards something or forward towards something. And when he's there, he can exist for 6 seconds and then he gets pulled back. So he came up with this on his own. They're in the middle of talking about it. And he goes, while we're talking, there's an explosion of light as my form comes running out, yelling at me not to do it. And then jumps back into the gateway. Don't do it! I was like, oh my god, you did that on your own. That was so epic. That was so cool. Level 4.
Kill
roll
the
hit points,
cheerleader!
And let's get this dog some antacid or something. Some Pepto-Bismol. This
Some
is
Pepto
fine.
Bismol. I just love that he decided to lay by you.
This is what a corpse smells like, I think.
Probably.
Oh,
I love that he laid next to
No,
you with
corpses
his
are
butt
worse.
face.
brutal.
dead,
Uh.
is, dead is much worse.
Oh my god, it was so funny. So hey everyone, thank you for joining us. We're gonna level up, get to level 4, and then I'm thinking, how many more of these do we want to do? Maybe a couple more. Get to level 5.
Oh,
I'm-
I have fun.
I'm
Yeah.
I like
digging this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do this a few more times.
20.
We leveled
I'm
up
down.
so we're level
I'm
5.
down.
I
I'm
like
down.
this.
So,
This is good bring off.
Yeah, it's right now fun, isn't it? I like writing the little one shots for it too. I like how you're just a familiar, and we could do. I don't always have to have a board out. We just do theater of the mind, which I think is really fun. So,
I like
all right, everyone,
playing
we
with
will
the
are we'll back next week. Back next week. Everyone's good for next Tuesday.
Yeah, wars in
Okay.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I think we've got more than that. I think we got 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You're heading out early though, right?
3 weeks.
Well, I'm actually heading out late, but I plan on working.
Yeah,
and-
28th, and we'll have the 4th.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Okay,
So everyone,
okay.
be safe, be kind. Don't forget,
Play
game.
games!
Good night, everybody.
Fuck, that was
I still
fun.
just love the idea.
That
Like,
was
oh, there's
so
like